Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to another Ielts journey with Fabi. How are you? Okay. This is another episode of Ielts journey with Fabi, where you will learn everything and anything about the Ielts test. Okay. Here we talk about everything you need to know about the Ielts test. Okay. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Fabi. I'm an English teacher and I help people get the score they need on the IELTS test and do the test only once. No one should be doing the IELTS test more than once. Okay. I love to know where you guys are watching this from. So if you don't mind telling me where you're watching this from, I would love to hear where you are. Okay. There's someone from Mexico on YouTube. Guys, today, I'm going to use the board. If you're watching me on Instagram, you can see the board. So if you want to go to YouTube, okay, so just go Fabi English YouTube. You'll be able to see me better there, okay? Because even with on Instagram, everything will be a bit weird, okay? So I recommend you go to YouTube. So Fabi English on YouTube. There's already one person there. Waiting. All right. Cool. Let's get started. Today, we're going to talk about how long it normally or usually, how long it usually takes, okay, for a student to get prepared for the IELTS test. How long do you think it takes? How long? I'm from Cuba, but I'm currently in the Dominican Republic. Hello. All right, from Cuba. Cool. I think you're the first person from Cuba here. Well, maybe you are not, but that I know of. All right, guys. And feel free to post questions. All right. But if I don't get to your question straight away, I'll definitely get to it at the end. All right. Goody, goody. All right. So let's get started. So, how long does it normally take? Okay. I get this question a lot. Okay, so Fabi, I have to do the test, or how long will it take for me to get my score? Okay, and sorry, guys. Excuse me. Better. And yeah, I get this question all the time, okay? Because maybe you have a time frame, maybe just want to have an idea of how long it will take you, all right? But it depends. That's why I say usually. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to try and explain to you the best way to know because it really depends. Okay, so stay with me today. And by the end of today, you will know exactly, okay, where you need to think about when you have this question. How long is it going to take me? All right, cool. So, first thing I do with my students, and the first thing everyone should be doing, okay, when you need to know how long it's going to take you to achieve your score, is knowing where you are. So, where are you at the moment? Okay, do you know where you are? Post it in the comments. When I ask you, do you know where you are? I mean, what is your level? What is your English level? It doesn't matter. Oh, I think it's intermediate. I think it's advanced. It doesn't matter. But can you just tell me what you think? Okay. Because that's the first thing we have to think about. Okay. So, for example, if we think about the levels in English, right? Let's think about the levels. Guys, if you're watching me on Instagram, maybe you could go to YouTube and type Fabi English and you find me there live and you can see the board. Okay, because if you're watching me on Instagram, you can see the board. If you're watching me on YouTube, yes, you can. All right, so think about your levels. So let's say what levels we have. We have maybe elementary, beginner level. Okay, let me see. I can type right here. I'm gonna write here elementary. Okay, then we have pre-intermediate level. That's another level that we have. Okay, and then we have intermediate level. Okay. Then we have upper intermediate level. Okay. And then we have advanced level. Let's stick to these ones. Advanced level. Okay. However, you probably know these codes. Okay. C1, B2, B1, A2, A1. So these are the levels that most people use to describe someone's level. Okay. If you're watching me on Instagram, go to YouTube and type Fabi English and watch me on YouTube so you can see the board. Because look, if I show you, you can see. It's very hard to see because um it's mirrored. Okay, guys? Cool. Now, so these are the levels. So that's the first thing you should do. You should know where you are. Okay. Am I elementary? Am I A1, A2, B1, B2, or C1? So you have to know where you are. The first thing. Okay. And how do you know that? There are some English tests online. They're not amazing. Most of them are not amazing. Okay, guys. They're not amazing, but they can work. Okay. And they're very good at testing your grammar level, your vocabulary level, and some of them are even good at testing your reading and your listening skills. Okay. If unfortunately you don't have a teacher that you know and trust to tell you you are intermediate, you are upper intermediate, if you don't have that, it's okay. Okay, because maybe you can have other people, sorry, you can do some tests online to check that, which is completely fine. They're not amazing, but it's a start. Okay, so Fabi, how long is it gonna take me to get the score I need? What's your level at the moment? I don't know. Go online and try to find out. That's the first thing. Okay, like I said before, maybe it's not gonna be 100% accurate, but it's a start. Okay, it's a start. Goody goody. All right, cool. Now, think about it. Okay. This is what you have to do. Okay. Then, when it comes to my course and how I work with my students, the first thing I ask them to do is to do an Ielts test, practice test. Because sometimes you know your English level, but you don't know your Ielts level. Where are you on the Ielts score? So let me just show you now the Ielts scores. Okay. So a 7, it's about advanced. Okay. 6.5 is about upper intermediate. Okay. 7 is about intermediate. And then we have a 4 here. Okay. So that's about this. Okay, guys. So that's usually what it is. Of course, B2 is more like a 6.5, 6.5. Okay, but if you need a 7 or more, your English needs to be advanced. All right, so that's the scale, okay, and that's the table for the IELTS. Okay, so you say, Fabi, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, so you have two choices, guys. You can go ahead and you can try maybe just a test online to check your score. Okay, just check your score. And then, or you can go ahead and you can try to do an IELTS test, a practice test. Fabi, I don't know where to get that. British Council website. If you go to my Instagram, okay, there is a highlight there, those little balls that we have there, right? Little circles that says start here. If you click there, you will find the link to the British Council website. in the British Council website, on the British Council website, in on website, you will find a free test that you can do. You can do a full reading, get a score. You can do a full listening, check your answers, and you will know your score. That's what you should do. Okay, that's where my students start. Guys, I'm sharing something with you that I do with my students. Look at this. This is really important information. Okay, so you go there and you do that. Unfortunately, they can check your speaking and your writing for you. You have to usually pay for people. And I think you should, because maybe if you get someone to do it for free for you know, is the person really going to do a good job? We don't know. So I recommend you pay, okay, just to be sure. So you get an accurate score, okay? So you should, so even if you can't know your speaking and your writing, that's okay. At least you have an idea. And when you're starting, that's all you need. You need an idea. That's how I work with my students. They tell me where they are, and that gives me lots of information. And then we work from there. All right. So that's what I recommend you do. Okay. So head there, try to check your English level, try to check your IELTS level. But just one more thing. Oh, Fabi, if I go online and I type free IELTS practice test, there is a list, a gigantic list. Where do I click? I would say, be careful. The problem with lots of IELTS tests out there is that they are not accurate. They are not authentic. What do I mean by that? You go online and you type free IELTS practice test. And then you have a list. You click on the first one. And then let's say you just try the reading. Don't try the reading. Check your answers. Wow, I got a 7. Yay. And then on the same website to try again, and you get a 4. And you go, what happened? What happened? What happened? Probably what happened was the tests are not authentic. They are either too easy or too hard. That's why with my students in my course, they only do tests that are approved by me. I don't let them go online and choose lots of things. I have a student actually, she just finished all the listening and reading tests. She's doing really well. She's working really hard. Like, Fabi, what do I do now? I said, relax, and I will tell you where to get more authentic tests. Because, guys, if it's not authentic, you will never know your real score. There are people practicing, they go, Fabi, I don't understand. Sometimes I get 5, sometimes I get 6. What's my real score? You have to do an authentic. You will see that when you start doing authentic tests, your score will vary maybe by half a point, and that's it. And of course, if you're studying right, your score will just improve, improve, improve. I was just analyzing a student score this morning, and that's what happened. That's what I saw. She started with 30 out of 40, and then she went to 29, 27, and then 28. So she's like 6.57, 6.57, and that doesn't change much. So if you are practicing and you feel that your score is changing a lot, you're probably not using authentic materials. And that's going to be very difficult for you to know where you are and how long it's going to take you, because you are not using authentic materials. Okay? That's when having a professional help you really helps, guys, because you have to use authentic materials to know where you are. Okay? And I'd say that 60 to 80% of stuff online is not really authentic. Okay? And again, if you're using materials that are not really authentic, okay, why? there are things you can do with materials, with IELTS materials, but if they're not really authentic, one thing is you don't know where you are. And if you don't know where you are, you don't know how long it's going to take you. And if you don't know where you are, you might do the test and you might fail. Okay, so just think about that. All right, so authentic materials. That's why I recommend you go to the British Council website. I think they have 2 or 3 free tests there. Okay, and you can just click do, that's it. But again, with the reading, with the writing and the speaking, you will need someone to check it for you. All right, like in my course, I check my students' writings and speaking. We did some speaking this week, it was amazing. Okay, because you need a professional telling you, okay, the score that you need. All right, goody, goody. Okay, now, so that's the first step, right? So you check where you are. First step, check where you are. Okay, and if you have been following me for a while, you know one of the most important things in your IELTS journey is know where you need to be. Meaning, do you know the score you need? If you don't know the score you need, you have to know the score you need. Go to the immigration website. Go to the university website and check the requirements. What score? What's the score that your goal? What is your goal? What is your goal? Okay, you have to know that. Because if you don't know that, I can't help you. It's hard to know where you want to be because you don't know. What, Fabi, how long is it going to take me to get the score? What score do you need? I don't know. I don't know. So sorry, I don't know either. Okay, guys? So just think about that. You need to know that. Okay? So let's say that you managed to go. Sorry. You managed to go do your placement test or you did a practice test. Okay. And you think, okay, I want to do a master's in Australia. Mm-hmm. Okay. I want to do a master's. I think that here at the University of Queensland, most, not all of them, and that's why I say that each person is different. Okay. Most masters, okay, they will require people to have a 6.5. Okay. So they require people to have a 6.5 usually. Okay. Which is upper intermediate going to advanced. So maybe they expect you to understand everything very well and be able to produce something. That's why. Okay. I think they have 6.5. 6.5. Okay. So you come and tell me, Fabi, I need 6.5. And then you go and you do a practice test. You do a speaking, reading, listening, writing, reading. Okay. And you get a 5. Now I have an idea of how long it's going to take you. I have an idea now. 3 to 6 months. If you're working with me. 3 to 6 months. Okay? Because to get to the 6, so to get to a 6, it's going to be very easy for me to help you. Most of strategists, you can get a 6 strategist. Of course, if you have the right strategies, if you're working with a professional, yes. Okay, you can get it to a 6. Fine. But then to get to the 6.5, I'll have to help you improve your English a little bit. And that might take time. That might take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I don't know. It depends on you. But that's it. That's with me guiding you. If you decide to do by yourself, I have seen people struggling for 6 months to get from a 5 to a 6.5. Struggling, guys. Struggling meaning doing the test 5, 6 times and not getting there. So always think, if you decide to study for the IELTS test alone, it will take you longer. Okay, unless, of course, you need a 5 and you practice, I'm a 5, okay. But again, It's important to double check because you don't know about your writing and your speaking. So that's why, even if you think you're ready, I would recommend talk to someone, get some help just to be sure. And I also know that in Australia and in Canada, if you get a higher score, you get more points. So why not? You need a fire at a five. Why not try to get a six then? Why not? Study a little bit more, improve your English. You want to stay in Australia, you want to go to Canada, you want to study in England. Why not improve your English and get a higher score and prepare yourself more? It's good, isn't it? That's important. True. So that's it. So again, think about it. Whatever I'm telling you today, if you are going to study by yourself, it will take you longer. That's it. It's a fact. Okay. But now imagine yourself. Okay. Just imagine yourself. You did a 6.5. You did a practice test. Let's do it now in let's break it down a little bit now. Let's say reading, listening, speaking, and writing. You got five, but then you talk to a professional, 4 and a 4. Okay. My students usually they improve very quickly, let's say a month, 2 months to a 6 to 6.5 here. But here, sometimes it might take you a little bit longer. So, okay, I think there is a little difference between improving for the listening and reading and speaking and writing. Okay, speaking and writing will usually take a little bit longer. So, my recommendation is always get to these ones as soon as you can. And of course, as you improve this, it will also help you here because the tests complement each other, like complementary, not test. The parts of the test, they are connected. So if you're improving here, you can improve here too. All right. So how long is it going to take you? First thing is, where are you? Where do you need to be? 1 point, 2 point, 3 points. Okay. However, if you need a 7, especially in writing, it might take you even longer because for the 7, you need to be what? You need to be advanced, guys. You need to be advanced. Okay, you need to be advanced. And with the writing, people are not getting a high score in writing because they are not improving their English. And that is why in my course, we study English. That's why when people tell you you don't have to study English for the IELTS test, they are making a huge mistake. I can easily get you to a 6, no English. But it's hard for me to get you to a 7, especially in writing, if you don't take time to improve your English and fix your mistakes. Because people making lots of grammar mistakes are the people who are not improving their English, are the people who are not getting feedback. And again, if you are studying by yourself, it will take you longer, guys. I've seen people studying by themselves. They got a high score. They managed maybe to get a 7 in listening, 7 in reading, but they still got 6 or 5.5 in speaking and writing. I've seen people get 7 listening, 7 in speaking, 7 in reading, 7 in listening, 6 in speaking, and 5.5 in writing. I've seen that because these people, they studied by themselves. Okay, so if you need one specific score in each part, then you really, really need to get the same score in each part. Be aware of that. It's not just the overall. It's not just the overall. Okay, guys, not just the overall. You have to know everything, do all the parts. All right? Okay, so just think about that. So, how long is it going to take you? First of all, it depends on where you are, where you need to be. If you need to improve your point, 2-3 months. 2-3 months. Okay. But if you need a 7, maybe a little bit longer, because then we have to work on your English, and it might take you a little bit longer to really, really know where you are. Okay. Really, really know where you are. Okay. Let's say you have to do the test, and then you do this, you are a 5, you need a 6, and you start studying. Oh, my 5.5 now, yay, I'm improving. And then you stop. Guys, you might go back to your 7. Sorry, to 7, to your 5. You're never gonna get to your 6 or 7. Okay? All right. Using authentic materials, because like I said before, maybe you do a test and then you're going to get an amazing score, and you do another one, you get a terrible score. If that's happening to you, is because you're using exams that are not authentic. Think about that. Okay? Think about that. Okay? And one of the most important things, that's why it's so difficult for me to tell you how long, because people are different. People are different. In my course now, I have a student. She's struggling with speaking. It's taking her forever to improve her speaking. Her listening is already 7. Her reading, it's a 7. Her speaking is not. And it's taking her forever to improve. There are some people whose writing is improving so quickly, but the reading, oh my God. Okay? Oh my God. People are different. And some people, it's funny because some people, sometimes they improve very quickly and then they stop improving. Others takes them a long time to improve, and then they start improving and then they never stop. So people are different. What is your learning style? Are you usually slow or usually fast? Me, for example, I'm a little bit slow because I want to understand everything. So I go, oh my God, this one, that one, I'm trying to understand. But once I understand, that's it. I improve very quickly, very quickly. All right. So people are different. Okay. And sometimes if you're not improving, guys, really, if you're not improving, you have to know why. Get some help, get someone to help you. Okay. Do you want to spend tons of money on IELTS tests? Or do you want to spend money maybe on a course? Spend money on someone to help you so you can get to your score faster. Okay. And with confidence, because you're just guessing. Because look, if you go online, if you do the listening and the reading, you know, you score 100%. Cool. If the test is authentic, you know. What about your writing and your speaking? Oh, I think it's good. I think I'm a 5. You think? You have to know. The test is expensive. Are you going to spend money on the test without knowing? Don't do that at all. Don't do that, guys. Focus on having, okay, so focus on having some authentic materials, and try to get someone to help to tell you exactly where you are. And you have to know where you are. You have to know where you are. Okay. And of course, you know, maybe make a plan, make a study plan. Okay. And sometimes we are ready to study, sometimes we're not. Okay. And like I said before, some people improve very quickly and then they stagnate a little bit. Others take a long time to improve, but when they improve, they just keep improving. All right. So it's really, really personal. So, how long is it going to take you? You have to think about 2 things. First of all, are you doing it alone or are you doing it with help? Alone will take you longer, with help will be faster. The second thing is, what score do you need? If you're far away, if you're here today, far away from your goal, it will take you longer. But if you're here, close to your goal, it won't take you that long. And of course, if you need 6.5 or more, you need to be improving your English. The people who tell you you don't need to study English are the people who are expecting you to get 6, no more than 6.5. If people tell you you don't need to study English for the IELTS test. Okay. Has anyone told you that you don't have to study English? I've seen that so many times. And again, guys, think about it. Why do you want the test? Why are you doing the IELTS test? To stay in your country speaking your language? No, you want to do the IELTS test because you want to do something in English. Why not take the time to improve your English and get your score? So when you get your score, you are ready for your future. You are ready for your dreams. I've seen people get the score and then go to a job interview and doesn't get the job because the person's English not good enough yet. So why not prepare yourself? Take the time to prepare 100%. All right? Any questions for me? Okay, so while you post your question, I'm going to tell you what we talked about today. Today, we're trying to answer the question, how long is it going to take you to get the score you need? And it depends. It depends on where you're at. It depends on where you need to be. It depends on whether you need a 6, more than 6 or more than 6.5. And most importantly, are you going to study alone or are you going to study with help? If you're going to study alone, it will take you longer. That's it. Okay, all right. So I have a question here. Exactly, that's the point. English opens opportunities for us. 100%, Danny, 100%. And guys, just imagine yourself. You want the IELTS test. You want the IELTS test. And then you manage to get the test. And then you don't want to study English. You studied strategies, got a 6. Perfect. Got to university. Perfect. You arrive there. First day, you don't understand anything. First day, your teacher asks you to write an essay and you can't because your English is not good enough. Guys, I don't want to see that. That's why in my course, I help everyone improve their English. Everybody. Everybody. And a question. I think direct message. I want to know if I can study with you. Did you? I didn't see you. Can you send it again? Yes. I don't know, but Instagram is a bit crazy with messages. Send me another one, astronauta. I'm glad you want to study with me. That's so cool. That's so cool. Guys, if you want to study with me, keep an eye on Instagram. I might be opening enrollment soon for my course. Okay. If you want to study with me. Okay, guys. So, yeah. So, that's it. So again, I'm here and I was talking to some friends recently and I said, I feel that my students don't think about their future, but I do it. I'm thinking about your future. You know, that's why I'm telling you to improve your English right now. Guys, when you are studying for the test, it's an English test. There's so much English there, so much English on the test itself. And then you just get that English. And then you improve your English, you get a good score on the test, and you improve your English for your future. Okay? For your dreams. If your dreams are in English, you need to improve your English. That's it. If your dreams are in English, you improve your English. That's it. It's a fact. All right. Any other questions from you guys? No. If you're watching me on Instagram and if you want to see the board, head to YouTube, and you will see the whole board on YouTube. All right. My handwriting is a little bit bad, but I think I can understand the numbers. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Astronauta, send me another message, please. Okay. Because I don't think I got your last message. All right. Okay. So I'll be back here on Monday. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me just like Astronauta did. All right. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. All right. I'm going to head out and I'll see you. Bye.